fire. But I'm not finna film this video with the light skin lighting, the golden hour lighting. Nope, I'm not finna do that. But before we start though, quick freestyle. Chillin' back home, yeah, you know I'm at the ranch. Yeah, I gotta put on for the fan, get the branch. Okay, I got this arm moving in the trance. Look at me while I just go and do my dance. I be in soul flow, vibing to the beat, man. I be in the whip, in the Tessie in the street. Okay, you see me, I go below the sheets, and you know when I get in, yeah, I'm always creep. Okay, I'm out here, I'm playing at the U, and you know I gotta spit this truth right through the booth. Okay, cool up. Dang, yo, I ain't freestyled in a minute if y'all haven't noticed. But anyways, y'all, that's just a little intro. So new style of video, pretty much. I'ma just start doing like a couple topics all in one video because I just like it more that way. Anyways, so first topic on the agenda. Goals for 2024. Like, I'm recording this. It's only my 5th day out here. You know what I'm saying? So, goals for 2024. What are your goals, really? If you didn't write down your goals for 2024, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because obviously, if you had goals, you had goals before 2024, and you should have started them way back in 2023. 2022, probably as soon as you were born, to be quite honest, because there's so much competition out here. But regardless, there is something to be said about the energy that you bring into the new year. And you want to be bringing in the right type of energy. You know, like that's why I didn't even go out for New Year's. Because I was like, why am I gonna go out? Why am I gonna bring in the new year at like some bar or some club around people that I don't even know? Like, and what am I really celebrating? Because I haven't accomplished nothing. Like, sure, I can celebrate, another trip around the sun, but that's not how I'm wired. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wired that way to try to find something to celebrate. I need to accomplish something. Like, let's say I was in a game and I got a pick 6. That's a celebration. Let's say I go to the NFL and get drafted. That's a celebration. Let's say I make 100K in a month. That's a celebration. But to just celebrate, obviously, don't get me wrong. I wake up every day. I give gratitude to be alive. I give gratitude to wake up. But to celebrate just living, no. You got to earn that in my world. But hey, if you are watching this video, if you on this channel, I know you wired like me, so you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm laying down. Anyways. Make sure that you wrote down your goals. Like me, I wrote down a whole 3-year plan that I have. Then I broke that down into 1-year plan. Then I broke that down into 6-month plan, 3-month plan, 1-month plan, weekly plan, and then a daily plan, so that I can always, I'm always moving towards my goal. I got daily actions I can take. So make sure you do that. Just reverse engineer your goal. Start with the end in mind, like a 3-year goal, and bring that down to 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour, 1 second, 1 millisecond, all that. And yeah, pretty simple. Just got to reverse engineer your goal. And step 2, you have 2 routes you can take when it comes to talking about your goals. Step 1, you don't tell anyone. Don't tell no one your goal. Don't tell no one your goal. Or step 2, you tell everyone your goal, and you put all this pressure on yourself, and you literally get it to the point where, like, if you don't accomplish your goal, everyone's going to be like, yo, this nigga fake, this nigga phony. Like, so you got a couple options. Me personally, the way that's always worked best for me is option 1. I don't tell no one about my goals. I just go out and do it, and then I pop out, and then people are like, whoa, you was doing this the whole time. I'm like, yeah, bro. Doing it in secret, man. I don't need a boast. I don't need to flex to no one, man. Like, I don't need to be doing all that. So that's what I'm gonna be going with again this year too. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. However though, if you do feel like telling people your goal, drop it in the comments below. This is a safe community. I'm gonna offer my insight. I'm gonna be real with it though. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm not gonna put you down and be like, yo, you can't accomplish your goal. I'm gonna give constructive criticism. Because the thing is, with some people, you tell them your goal and they'll be like, nah, you can't do that. Nah, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's dangerous. It's not gonna work. It's like they so close-minded. But then you got other people who are also just like, yes, man, dick riders. You tell them to be like, yeah, man, you can do that. But in reality, they either don't care or they want to see you like fail by going for it or something. And then you have the small minority of people that will listen to your goal and actually give you advice like, see, I think you can do this, but just make sure that you watch out for this, or make sure that you try to do this, make sure that you don't get caught up in this trap. And like, they actually give really good advice. So something wise I heard from a Freemason from TikTok one time. I asked him like, but what should you ask people about? Like, how should you treat your goals? And he just said, be careful who you tell them to. So with that being said, you can drop it in the comments here. This is a safe community. Everyone here, we vibing, we on the same wavelength. So don't be afraid to drop your goals in the comments below. Next topic, the meat and food that you eat. So I've been wanting to make a video on this for so long, but pretty much just be aware you literally are what you eat. So whatever you're eating, that's what you're gonna become. And because of that, I've really taken this into practice. So you gotta think about it this way, y'all. They did this whole study on gut microbiomes. Your gut microbiome is like, it's stuff in your stomach, in your gut. So pretty much when you're eating stuff like meat, when you're eating meat, you gonna absorb the gut microbiome from the animals that you eat. And what you don't understand is that when you absorb that gut microbiome, you literally absorb like the personality of the animals. So they had a study done with two mice, okay? One was not anxious, one was super confident, super outgoing. The other one was shy and anxious. So they put them on a platform. The not anxious, the confident mouse, cool mouse, the Sue mouse, he took like 4 seconds to get down. The anxious, the bitch mouse, he took like 4 minutes to get down. So you see pretty big discrepancy. Then what they did after that, they switched the gut microbiome. So now the confident Sue mouse got some of the bitch nigga gut microbiome stuff in his gut. And then the bitch nigga mouse got the good Sue gut microbiome vibes. And they switched gut microbiomes essentially. And what happened was the previously cool, confident Sue mice, he took a minute to get down now. Instead of taking 4 seconds, he now took 1 minute. And the previously bitch nigga mouse, he went from taking 4 minutes to get down to now taking 2 minutes to get down. Big discrepancy. So as you can see, when you switch gut microbiomes, it's a big effect on you. So you're gonna absorb that energy. You literally gonna absorb that personality. And because of that, I stopped eating stuff like chickens. I stopped eating stuff like cows because I was thinking, okay, if I'm eating a cow, all it does all day is like poop, moves, and eats grass. Even if it's grass-fed and organic, I don't really want to be eating that sort of sedentary type of animal. I'm good on that. But I don't even want to be eating chicken either, because chicken, they're getting fed like soy, grains, I don't know, pellets, and they be like clucking. Like I don't want to have that anxious type of just like you know what I'm saying? Just like I can't even do the thing. I don't want to have that sort of energy. So I switched to only eating wild caught sardines and elk. Those are really the only two meats I eat. And I eat eggs too, because they just like, they're yummy. And the reason I eat wild caught sardines is because they're wild. So because of that, the way that they lived their life, they were exploring, they were outside in the wild. Same goes for elk. An elk is a really strong animal. It's outside in the wild, it's exploring, it's running, it's jumping. So I figured it's gonna just be more naturally confident. It's gonna be more primal in a way, more natural, more in tune with the world around it, like the real natural, like Mother Earth world around it. So I eat those animals because if I'm absorbing the energy from them, if I'm absorbing the gut microbiome from them, I want to make sure I'm getting some good energy, some energy that's going to be useful for me. Think about it. If I got the athleticism of an elk, I'm #1 pick. Come on, stop playing with me. It's simple as that. So I think of it that way. I want to eat animals that's actually going to serve me, that's really going to serve a specific purpose, that's going to make me more athletic and just, more wild. Because also, when you got to think about it, if they're living wild, they're also probably going to be more creative. These animals like the sardines and the elks, they're going to be more likely to take risk, more confident, more brave. So stuff like that is what's factored into the equation. And that's probably why a lot of vegan people that you see, they can tend to be, they have a tendency to to be a little bit weaker if they're just eating plants all day. Because don't get me wrong, plants can be very strong. Plants can be strong. Plants are strong. However, if you're just eating plants all day, look, you're gonna get a little woo-woo, little head up in the clouds, little tree, little plant. You know, you become a plant. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So yeah, you are what you eat. So obviously stop eating lab-made food that's made in the lab. If you're eating animals that were made in a factory, that were raised in these tight-ass, cramped-ass compartments, you're obviously gonna be less creative. You're gonna literally think in the box. You're not gonna feel as good either because these animals do not feel good being cramped. You're gonna be anxious. Also, it's just gross. It's gross. It's gross environments. You don't wanna be eating meat like that. Quick story time. So we were out in New York for the bowl game and I brought some sardines because if y'all didn't know, y'all gonna understand soon, but sardines are my favorite food. So I love sardines. I actually asked my mom to buy me 30 sardine packs when I got home. I only have 15 left. She went shopping 2 days ago. Anyways, so I really love sardines. So I brought some sardines to New York and I was eating them in the hotel room because I wasn't really vibing with the food over there. And yo, my roommate got so mad at me. Apparently, he was saying that apparently the room smelled like fish. The room smelled like sardines. I'm calling cat, but I ain't taking a knee on that. Because what you gotta think about it. Like he said that, but then he ain't peeped that I got a towel. And on the towel, I put on these essential oils. If y'all didn't know, look, I'm about to put y'all on game real quick. Okay. So back in the day, Ski, when I used to be outside a lot more, what happened was if I was going to link with someone, here's what you do. You get a towel. You first off, you make sure you have a fan or like an AC or air conditioning. You get that going. Then you get a towel. You wet the towel, or you might not even have to wet the towel. It depends. I wet the towel usually though, like just dampen it. You get an essential oil or a cologne. You spray it on the towel or you douse it. You douse the essential oil on the towel. Next, you put the towel on the fan. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna spread the aroma. The aroma is now gonna smell like whatever you put on it. So it could smell like some Dior Sauvage. It could smell like some Hypnotic pie. That's what I use. It could smell like an essential oil lavender. It could smell like eucalyptus. You can smell like whatever spray you put on the towel. So I'm gonna just put it on game. If you ever want your room to smell nice for one reason or another, got the solution. You're welcome. So anyways, I did that in New York and my roommate was still like claiming that I stunk up the room. So he knows who he is if he's watching this. Anyways, so moving on, your environment. Environment has a huge effect on you. So the reason I say that is because you are the average of the people that you surround yourself with. Whether you like it or not, you're going to start acting like the people you're around because it's monkey see, monkey do. We haven't evolved that far from apes. So literally, you see someone around you doing something and you just want to do it because people are inherently wired to be group thinkers, to just follow the crowd, to do whatever. So the key with this is, whoa. That's good stuff. The key with this is that you either you do one of two things. You either change your environment, or you either make sure that like the environment is perfect for you. Like you make sure that you're around people that are on the same path as you. Maybe they like work out, working on business, whatever it be, whatever you're trying to do. You make sure that you have people on the same path as you, or let's say you have no one around you that's on the same path as you. You don't have to cut people off because I found that that's a very naive way of thinking. You can't just cut people off. Like you can, but what are you really gonna gain from it? No, you don't want to sever and burn bridges and burn relationships. What you want to do is distance yourself, obviously. Just spend less time with those people and spend more time uh, in spaces where you might find people that are on your same wavelength. Like for instance, let's say no one around you likes to do yoga. Go on Facebook and look up yoga at a park, and you'll find all these different things. Or if you're shy, you don't want to go out in your city or something like that, you can also find creators on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram. And you can essentially follow these people, and it's almost like, obviously you're not actually interacting with them, but just by absorbing their content, they become one of those like 5 people that you surround yourself with. So you'll begin to pick up traits of theirs and act like them a little bit. So that's why it's not so much you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. You're the average of the 5 pieces of content or people that you surround yourself with. So like, you might not play football, but if you watch every football game from the weekend, is like a big chunk of your personality is gonna be like football. And oh, I know about this player and I know about this team and this all that. You get what I'm saying? So essentially just cultivate your environment. You want to cultivate your environment for success. Like the way I cultivate my environment is I tend to spend a lot of time by myself, because I find is that a lot of people aren't on the same wavelength as me. Like me, I don't really like to go out. I don't like to spend a lot of time inside. Actually, I do like to be outside, but I don't like to go out to a club or go to a bar and try like pick up some chicks or something. It's like, to me, that's a waste of my time. No disrespect to anyone who does it. Actually, full disrespect to anyone who does it. I feel like that's such a waste of time. Like, I feel like there's such better things you could be doing with your time than going out and trying to get laid. Like, don't get me wrong. A relationship is beautiful, but sex just for the purpose of sex, that doesn't make sense to me. But hey, that's my opinion. Anyways, yeah, so just cultivate your environment. Like, if you want to go pro in a sport, don't surround yourself with niggas that code all day. Surround yourself with people that also play the same sport as you and are trying to get better and are trying to go to the league. If you want to build like the next Microsoft or the next Apple, surround yourself with people that work with computers. Surround yourself with coders. Surround yourself with the people that you want to be like, or people on the same path as you. Simple as that. So cultivate your environment. And on top of that, also just cultivate your environment for success. If you are trying to lose weight, don't have friggin' Oreos in the house. Like, get rid of that so that you don't eat Oreos. You know, make sure you only buy healthy food. Just cultivate your environment for success. You know what I'm saying? Don't eliminate the distractions, eliminate the things that could get you off your path. Simple as that. And last topic of today, compound effect. So what I've been finding out recently, I've been reading this book. It's like a Forbes business book. It's talking about businessmen like John D. Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, Henry Ford. And the main thing that I found from this book is, like, you just got to be persistent, consistent, and be willing to take risks, be willing to try new things, really, if you want to be successful. But what we're mainly going to focus on is the compound effect. What I found is that with the compound effect, time is the greatest healer, whether that be with like a broken heart, whether that be with an injury, whether that be with anything, really. If you think about it, a lot of y'all probably been in relationships. When the relationships first happen, you're like, oh my gosh, how can life go on? And then a year goes by, 2 years go by, and you're like, oh, I'm fine. I'm still alive. It's not the end of the world. Life goes on. And it's kind of like that with anything you do. What you'll find with a lot of people who have like really big physiques or something, people that are really big, is like they've just been going to the gym since they were like 15 years old and they never stopped. And eventually they just figured it out. What you'll find with a lot of athletes is they've been playing since they were super young. And obviously they were very skilled and worked at their craft, but eventually you just figure it out. Because time is the greatest healer. Time is the greatest weapon man has, which is why man is supposed to use it diligently. So understand, you become more of what you do. So if I'm playing video games all day, I'm a video gamer. If I'm playing sports all day, I'm an athlete. So you become more of what you do. So the more that you work towards your goals, the more that you just do what you have to do. Let's say your goal is to graduate from college. As long as you go to class, do the work when you have to do it, take the test, study for the test, you're going to graduate from college with sigma cum laude, magna cum laude, whatever honors you want. So there you have it. The compound effect is simply doing the thing and doing it consistently. Because what you have to understand is that Yeah, you can do the thing like a couple times a week, but that's not going to do much. When you do the thing that you're focused on, like for me, I'm trying to get better at football. I'm trying to get better with my DB technique because it needs work. So every single day, I go and work on my DB technique, my defensive back technique, whether that be back pedal, whether that be breaks, whether that be scooching, whether that be fishtailing, whether that be working on the transition, whether that be studying film. I do something every single day. And what I found is that for one, it builds habits. So I'm gonna be doing it consistently. I'm gonna be putting in more reps. But on top of that, you gain momentum. And when you gain momentum, it becomes easier because now next time I go do a one-on-one, I'm gonna win the rep. Next time I'm in for a play, I'm gonna know what to do and I'm gonna win the rep. And then that validates my work. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been putting in all this work and it's paying off. Let me go do more work. Let me go do more high quality work. And it's gonna keep paying off and paying off. It creates a snowball effect. So the key is stay consistent. Do what you wanna get good at. Focus on your goal and work towards that every single day. Every single day, work towards that goal. And what you'll find is that as you work towards that goal, you'll also begin to rack up small wins. And the key is you almost want to brainwash yourself. You want to try to find a win in everything. Like for me, if I get one perfect rep, I'm like, yo, that's one more perfect rep than I did yesterday. Okay, and I count that as a win. That's one more perfect rep than I was doing a week ago, and I count that as a win. Oh, my technique got better from last week. Oh wait, I'm winning more one-on-ones. Oh wait, I'm getting more tackles in the play. You see what I'm saying? You need to make sure that you're also recognizing the wins because this builds even more momentum. This makes you want to keep going and keep going further and keep going harder. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I know you get what I'm saying. So there you have it, y'all. Compound effect. If you got to go, stay consistent, do it every day, and make sure that you really focus and do it with high quality. Don't just do it to do it. Do it with high quality. That's the main key. Because a lot of people go to the gym and be like, "Oh, I went to the gym, I accomplished something." It's like, no, but did you do more than you did last time? Did you push yourself harder than you did last time? Did you do more reps, more sets? Did you do better contractions, better time on attention? It doesn't matter if you're just doing the thing. You need to do it with intention to get better, to improve. So keep that in mind at all times when you're staying consistent, when you're building up that compound effect, when you're building up that momentum. With that being said, y'all, hope y'all enjoy the new video format style. I'm gonna keep doing this once a week check-ins, really, y'all. Just make sure, for one, I'm gonna make sure y'all are staying consistent with y'all goals. And I'm gonna keep giving y'all this topics, stuff that, like little stories that be happening in my life, but stories that be happening in my life, topics that I've really been focused on, that have really been piquing my curiosity throughout the week. And yeah, we just gonna keep rising and elevating, y'all. The Sue gang, the Sue verse, we rising to the top, y'all. So don't forget, check me out on IG. I make daily shorts there. Not to mention, I also make daily shorts here on YouTube. Check me out on TikTok. I also make daily shorts there. Check me out on X/Twitter. I tweet daily, a lot of good information over there. And yeah, just fuck with your boy. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with that being said, y'all, stop eating cheese. I'm out.